Hello, hello, and welcome to the category of one. Your message did not get ignored because it was bad. It got ignored because it was recognizable, right? They've already seen 11 of them that day, right? And yours was just number 12 of the same things that they're getting from everybody else. The pattern is the problem, right? So nobody's reading your DM as a message. They read it as like a category. 2 lines in, they've already mentally filed it, right? A pitch, it's spam, or it's human. One of those three things, right? And that filing takes 3 seconds. It's mostly unconscious, right? We're not doing that deliberately. And even good writing doesn't save it, right? Even if you're polishing the wording was never the issue, right? So you're kind of wasting time. A beautifully written pitch is still a pitch when it's coming from a stranger. You might have the absolute best, webinar on the planet that you can change this person's life, but they don't know you, right? And let me tell you what kills you even the fastest: generic flattery. You don't know them, right? Love your content. Come on. Your work is so inspiring. It tells me, okay, I didn't read anything. And I just wanted to, say something nice to you. It's kind of almost worse than saying nothing. You get that? Like, think about that. Think about just getting like a message from somebody or a connection request from somebody that's just blank versus your content is so inspiring. And, you can, when you look at them, you can like kind of tell, right? Because it's kind of like announcing the automation. And I am so anti-automation. I'm not anti-saving time, right? I'm all about saving time. Anti-automation, because LinkedIn is human to human. And if it reads as automation, it's not an issue. So like the cold temperature of your message isn't something that you can fix with warmer words. It's an information problem. You need to fix it by knowing something true and knowing something specific first. Following me on this here? Everybody following me on this here? Okay, cool. All right. So, it's so interesting because people say my LinkedIn inbox is just like full of spam. And I get those same messages. I get messages like if you read my profile for 3 seconds, you can see that I am all about LinkedIn strategy, right? And I get 5 messages a day, maybe more, from people that say, I'm going to help you with your LinkedIn strategy, which immediately tells me it's automation, right? But here's the thing. So it's not like I'm not getting those things. If that's all you're doing on LinkedIn, that's all you're going to see, right? So if you're unanswering, like LinkedIn to me, my LinkedIn DMs is the number one source of revenue in my business, like without hands down. So am I ignoring them? Absolutely not, right? I'm not ignoring them. I don't have many unanswered messages sitting in my LinkedIn inbox right now. How about you? Do you have a lot of LinkedIn unanswered messages in your LinkedIn inbox? Just, take a look at it. Throw me the number if you're feeling it. Um, you know, it's it's not that you are, it's that they're sounding like everybody else, right? So you want to have human to human conversations. So I'm here every day, 9 a.m. Eastern, for 10-15 minutes through the middle of December. This is called category of one. I just decided I wanted to do this and spend some more time being live with my community. I do a lot of talking at you with my podcast, and now I want to be able to kind of do more talking with you. Monday, we're talking about your profile. Tuesday, we're talking about stages. Wednesday, today, outreach. Thursday, the daily practices, the rituals. Friday, how to get chosen. Saturday, I'm gonna answer one question that came from the week that I think everyone needs to understand. And Sunday, we'll talk about the week ahead. Every day, 9 a.m. Eastern, for 15 minutes at the most. So put it on your calendar and come hang out with me. I love when there's people here live and I get to hang out. And like for 15 minutes, that doesn't always happen, right? Because you get notified of this as I go, and you might not be sitting here. But if you put it on your calendar, then you can come hang with me. All right, so let's talk about it. Let's dive into the meat of today's show. Never pitch in message one. Never, ever, ever. This is a non-negotiable rule, and this is one that people fight the hardest. And listen, I don't want to waste your time, right? I'm not here to say, like, send them a bunch of BS messages first. That's never going to come out of my mouth. But when you pitch them on your first message, it immediately requires a decision from somebody that maybe doesn't even know you, right? Because decisions require trust. And message one has no trust in it, none whatsoever. So the only available answer is no. And we're busy, right? We're busy. We're not taking time to figure all this out. So it's the easiest and the cheapest and the fastest thing that anybody can do. Hang on one second here. Okay, sorry. I'm just looking at messages that came through here, and yeah. All right, hold on. Let me go back to here. So message one fails because it requires a decision from somebody that probably doesn't even know who you are, right? But we do it anyway because we don't want to waste people's time, and I respect that. If I'm not going to pitch, why am I messaging them? Because the message isn't the point on LinkedIn. The relationship is. And I know that it sounds like more work when I say you got to build a relationship with all the people that you want to work with, to be on their podcasts, to be speaking on their stage. But I am telling you, it is way, way, way less time than sending hundreds or dozens even of cold pitches that are gonna that wastes your time. This is actually building relationships, and you don't actually, these conversations just go in places that you just didn't always expect, right? So you're feeling like you're wasting your time because you don't have time to send multiple messages and build relationships, and you don't want to waste their time. Fair, right? You don't want to waste their time. So why am I messaging at all? The relationship is the point. And here's the thing. It's not just that one person that you are getting, that you're annoying, right? That you're sending annoying messages to, because conference organizers talk to each other, hosts talk to each other, program chairs talk to each other. The way you show up in one inbox travels further than you think, and it travels for years. So if you are providing value and building relationships, and please don't waste their time, because nobody wants you to do that. But this is about my job as a podcast host, is to vet people to interview on my podcast. So you're not wasting my time if you're building a relationship with me. You're making it easy for me to know if there's a great fit or not, right? And I love that as a podcast host because I'm busy too. So think about the same thing, right? Think about the same thing if you're looking to be, booked on a conference, right? So here's what to do instead. I believe your message one needs to have absolutely no ask in it whatsoever. Not one ask whatsoever. Not a small ask, not a soft ask, no ask whatsoever. If your first message ends in a question mark that requires somebody to do something, it's a pitch wearing a fancy dress, right? The first message is not that. Love your podcast, been listening forever, or just found it and I've been listening to it. I referred it to a few people. You might have, I tagged you in a post. Hopefully you saw it. Thanks for all you do. Would love to be connected to you here so I can learn more about the work you do. That's a great message one, right? As opposed to, love your podcast. I have a great idea for it, right? I want you to send me, I have a great idea for it, but not in message one. Okay. Not in message one. So here's the method, okay, in order. That last comment that I just said to you, I shared your podcast on my feed. Engage first in public with something specific. The very first thing you do. So let's say you have a list of 10 podcasts you want to be a guest on, or 10 conferences you want to be speaking at, or whatever the 10 things are you want to be doing, right? Engage first in public with something specific, a real comment on a real post, a real share, not great post, right? An actual response to the idea. Share your point of view. They're going to see your name before they ever see your message. And this is providing them value, right? And because you've gotten these two, I know you have. If I get them, you get them. Who's the bots that are commenting on your post, right? The bots that are commenting on things. Please share it. I make no bones about the fact that I am a born and raised Jersey girl, and I talk about that on and off. I talk fast. I am who I am. There's, a lot to say about the persona of a Jersey girl. I can't even argue a lot of it. So maybe say, oh my gosh, I was in New Jersey. I heard you were talking about this. I was in New Jersey recently and had lunch at blah, blah, blah. Now I know it's really you, right? Reference something only a reader would know. Talk about the episode, but then talk about something specific that they said in the episode. And listen, I get it. People listen to, if you want to pitch podcast, you're going to listen to my show at double speed. You're going to pop through it. You're going to find one thing to comment on. Better than doing nothing. I still don't love it, but But if you talk about the thing you guys talked about on pricing at minute 12, or, you talked about this, and I was thinking about that, right? I would love your thoughts on that. Or maybe you were sitting in an audience of a panel that somebody moderated, right? Or maybe you were at a conference last year and you're going to the conference this year, right? Something specific. Specificity is the only proof that you can offer that you are an actual person. And I don't have time. I have no time for bots. I have no time for bots. I don't want any part of those conversations. So if I feel like if I can't immediately know you're a person, I'm going to respond because I'm me, and I want you to respond either way. But I don't think it's a true connection. I'm not looking to hire you, bring you on for anything, right? So then give something to this conversation, or say something that's true. Tag somebody else. Hey, Mary, you need to see this. Share a resource, or just not your resource, because now I'm thinking it's pitching, right? Like maybe another resource, or just an honest reaction. Nothing transactional, and then stop. No ask, right? No ask. Let them respond or not. Okay, let them respond or not. This message 1 is what earns you message 2. Okay, and we talk about the ritual on, I think tomorrow on Thursdays on the show. So part of the ritual is to go through your inbox. So if you're in your inbox for 15 minutes a couple times a week with this ritual we're going to teach you, you're going to be able to have actual conversations with actual human people, right? So message 1 earns you that message 2. That's its entire job. Is to start to build the relationship. So one thing for you to do today, pick one person from the stage list that you made yesterday. Don't message them. Just go read a couple things that they wrote and leave a comment that proves you read it. That's it. Simple, easy. Okay. So feel free to drop below any questions you have about this. Let me know, or drop a link to the post you did. I'll take a look at it. I'd love to give you feedback on it. Right. If you just got here, this is category of 1. I am here every day through the middle of December of 2026, live, 9 a.m. Eastern, 10-15 minutes. I'm deliberately keeping this short and sweet so that it's valuable to you. Okay. In September, we're going to be doing the category of 1 3-day LinkedIn profile intensive. It's in September. Comment category below, and I'll put you on the list for that. It's completely free. I'm going to give you a lot of this stuff over the next couple of weeks, but really we're going to dive deep into your profile, because all the stuff we're talking about on these category of 1 videos is exponentially more valuable to you if you have a great profile. So I want you to have a great profile. I want there to be more wealthy women in the world, and this is what I can do to help make that happen. I think women with money can change the world. Women with a voice can change the world, and we need to be taken seriously, and this is how I contribute to that. So Monday, your headline. Tuesday, the stage. Monday, we talked about your headline. Tuesday, we talked about the stage. Today, we talked about the approach. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about the ritual, the 15 minutes. We're going to talk about a day, but it could be a couple times a week, that make all of this fit into your life when you are busy, right? When you have a career, a job, a business to run. This is day 7. We've been doing this a week now. I've been doing this a week now. I'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern.